Yo, what is going on, man? In today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is changing your identity, man. And why is changing your identity so important when you want to get your shit together and when you want to actually improve your life? Start off, man, a little background about me is that I used to be someone who was abusing drugs, was watching too much pornography, was eating like shit, was on social media way more than I needed to be, and basically just indulging with a bunch of vices that were not allowing me to become the man I wanted to become. And despite the fact that I would try to add good habits like going to the gym, or I would start reading a little bit, it was super inconsistent and I always resorted back to my old habits, and I never really experienced a new change in my life and really saw some progress until I created a new identity. Creating a new identity is important because chances are, if you are not happy with where you're at life, it's probably because you fucking suck. And I'm keeping it real. You probably fucking suck. You have a whole bunch of shitty habits. You tell yourself you're gonna change, but you don't. You killed all the self-belief within you because every single time you say you're gonna do some shit and you don't fucking do it, you're literally just making yourself smaller and smaller and smaller, and it gets to the point where you're at a point right now, it's damn near impossible for you not to go a day without abusing your vices and feeling like an absolute piece of shit. And that's the identity you created for yourself. And the way I got out of my rut, and the way you can actually get out of your rut too, man, is just by changing your identity about who you are. And how do we do that, man? What you're gonna need is a pencil and paper, or you can use your phone, man. I want you to visualize the version of you who just made all the correct decisions in his life. You know how you make all the fucking wrong decisions? You end up smoking, you end up eating fast food, you end up picking up the drink, you end up playing video games, you end up wasting time. You know how you're making all the wrong choices, and the actions you actually need to do if you want to succeed and progress in your life. Imagine that version that just made all the correct decisions. He does everything right that you can't fucking do because you lack the willpower and discipline. All right? What you're going to do is write down what this guy does every single day. I'm going to use fitness, for example. So the version of me I visualize who has that crazy physique, way bigger than me, way more ripped, way leaner, way stronger. What the fuck does he do? I think in my mind, well, he definitely works out every day. He definitely does not cheat on his diet. He definitely never misses a workout. He definitely makes sure he trains fucking hard. I write down like 15 or 20 of these. So pause the video right now and go ahead and write 15 or 20 ideas. Now that you have a list of 15 or 20 things that this person does, write down what your life will look like, man, if you continue to do what the fuck you're currently doing. On my list, for example, when I was indulging in a whole bunch of vices, wasting time, and just basically being a waste of a human being, what I would do is I would say, well, if I continue to operate the way I'm currently operating, I'm going to get more out of shape. I'm going to feel more depressed. I'm going to feel more anxious. I'm going to feel way more embarrassed. I'm going to disappoint my parents, disappoint my family, disappoint my friends. I wrote like a whole bunch of shit, but I write as many as you can, to be honest. The more painful you can get, the better, man. What you have right after you made that list, pause this video right now and make that list, bro. I know you fucking did it, bro. You want to change your fucking life, and I'm asking you to do these two things. If you can't even do these two things I asked you to do during this video, man, how the fuck are you ever gonna change your life, man? Come on, bro. Fix up. I'm gonna say pause the video one more time and make sure you write 15 to 20 actions that the version of you does, the best version of you that does all the correct decisions. What does he do every single day? And then on the second list, make that list of what your life will look like if you continue to live the way you currently do. Now that you develop these two lists, right? You want to keep these somewhere safe. If you wrote it on your phone, perfect. If you wrote it in the notes app, just pin it. If you wrote it on a piece of paper, put it on like your wall or something. And what I want you to, and now that you have those 2 lists saved, we're gonna make a 3rd one. I know, fuck. I should have mentioned we're gonna add a 3rd list. And this is a list of what your life will look like if you follow all the correct decisions, that the version of you that makes all the correct decisions. If you follow everything that guy does, what kind of life does he live? What kind of car does he drive? What kind of house does he own? What kind of respect does he get? How much money is he making? What's his physique? How do people feel about him? How is he looked at by society? You're gonna write down all these things. I'd say at least 10 to 15. All right? Pause the video one more time and write this down. I promise you this is the last one. After you have those 3 lists compiled, man, you have them somewhere where you can visually see them every single day, man. What we're doing right now is creating a new identity for you by using the pain and pleasure principle. You right now have 2 lists. One of them shows you what you need to do every single day. All right? The version of you that makes all the correct decisions. You know what you have to do. And then when you look at the 3rd list, which is what your life will look like, you're gonna see, oh shit, my life it's gonna feel amazing, man. I'm gonna, for example, if one of your goals was that you wanted to get in shape, and then for what your life would look like, you wrote down, well, I would probably, get more looks by women. My friends would respect me more. I'd feel more confident. You start looking at the list, you're like, shit, I want to make all the correct decisions so I can live that life. And then now we're associating pain at what you're currently fucking doing, which is that list of what your life looks like if you don't end up changing. And I'm going to use fitness again for this example. I'm going to get fatter. I'm going to get more anxious. I'm going to get depressed. What we're trying to do is associate pleasure with all the correct decisions the version of you needs to do. And then we're also associating massive pain about what you're currently doing. Now, when it comes to eating fast food, you're going to associate pain because you're going to look at that list every single day, every morning and not every evening, or however many times you need to make sure it's instilled into your brain. When you choose to eat that fast food, you're going to be thinking about that list. It's like, damn, I'm really going to be living that life where my life is going to get worse. But then when it comes to like going to the gym, for example, you're like, shit, what my life will look like after, that's going to feel amazing, man. This is a way you can actually change your identity. And it's something I personally did when I wanted to change mine, man, because I just focused on what the version of me who makes all the correct decisions, what the fuck does this guy do? And then I visualized what his life would probably look like, and I said, all I have to do is just simply follow that list. And as I followed that list, my life got way, way fucking better, man. All right? With that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could, like and subscribe. Other than that, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.